Thank you all for coming to the Growing Transit Communities Youth Transportation Forum. I want to introduce myself before I have these fine young ladies introduce themselves. My name is Carmetris Parker, and I am a contract mentor for the youth for this project. And our focus has been transportation and giving a youth voice and perspective to the different issues going on locally. We also have one additional member. I'd like to tell you a little bit about her because she's not here. Her name's Shalandra Harris, and she worked with me last year on this project as well. She's a freshman at PLU and just graduated from Henry Foss High School. She is serving as the 2013 Daffodil Princess and attending PLU on an Act 6 scholarship, and she's majoring in communications. So I really wanted to acknowledge her because she did great work. She was a high school student like all of you are, most of you are, since last year, and she came on and was really excited to have a chance to work on this again. So she'll be at future projects. I just wanted to make sure I acknowledged her. And I'm going to have the other youth leaders introduce themselves as well.
I'm Shay.
I'm Tish.
I'm Jaime. I'm Tyree.
And I'd like to acknowledge we have some guests in the room. So, Tyree, if you don't mind taking the microphone there.
Okay.
To our guests.
Thank you. Carol Mitchell, Pierce Transit Public Relations Officer. Glad to be here.
Justin Layton, Government Relations Officer for Pierce Transit, and I'm also a community member here in the Hilltop.
Jody Guy, Market Research Analyst in our Business Development Office at Pierce Transit.
This is a youth-led forum, and so they're going to really lead, and I'm going to sit down and get out the picture. The first thing they're going to do is each of them are going to take a few minutes just to tell you what has been their experience on the project, what they have been doing, what they have been learning, and why they're doing it. And so I'm going to let them tell you a little bit about that. Then we have some questions for our audience that we like to ask and gather some information on. Okay?
Okay, so what we've been doing is we've been trying to hear from the community about their views on the Pierce Transit buses and how useful they are, and pretty much, yeah.
We just ask questions like what bus you ride and what you do when you, like, what do you ride the bus for? Yeah.
So we're doing this so us kids can be heard about, taking the bus, and 'cause they've been taking buses away. So, so they can bring them back to see that we really need them.
We've been also talking about things that we like about Pierce Transit and things that we don't like, things that we think need to be fixed.
Yeah. Okay, we'd like to know how many of you guys use public transportation.
Everyone.
Okay.
Okay.
What are the route numbers you mostly use? Anyone?
Can you guys raise your hands, please? This is really obnoxious. Yes. Okay. Anybody else? What buses do you use, young Sir Devontae?
I use the 57, 28, 200.
We'd like to know, how old are you guys?
17. Oh, okay. How old are you? 15. How old are you? Okay.
We would like to know the reasons that you ride the bus for. Okay.
To get places that my sisters and stuff won't take me.
Anybody else?
Malik. You go to church on the bus.
Is the Pierce? Is the Pierce Transit your only form of transportation?
In a way. In a way.
Tell us more about that.
If I really need places, I hop on the bus. If, my mom's home or my brother's home, that's 5 or 6.
Can I answer the question? Okay, yeah. Well, I think for a lot of people, it is like the easy. It's the only easy transportation because you don't have to like depend on anybody else when you don't have a car, or you don't have to like pay like $5 gas. You get 75 cents. It's just easier and just better way to, Does anybody else like have a reason? You guys can ride with your mom, but when your mom's busy, you want to go to your friend's house. Isn't that the only way you can go? Yeah. Do you guys have any comments about the buses? Like anything, like the likes and dislikes?
Schedule changes. That's coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, I agree with that because,
Bus sizes.
Mhm.
Very packed sometimes.
They are.
Like sometimes, like I just feel like it should have like more buses in like the hour, like a 6:15 and then like a 6:45 or something, because like sometimes the buses come out in 1 hour and then you have to wait a whole another hour to catch your bus and stuff. It's kind of inconvenient sometimes.
So like long waits. Oh, so like long waits between the next bus. And what was I about to ask again?
I want to make sure I understood your comment. You said buses right like an hour.
Yeah, like the main buses, like the 57, the 2, and the 3, like the buses that like the main spots, like the 57 is like all Hilltop now, and like from downtown, and then the 3 goes like to the mall and like all these different places. So, like the ones that like goes like the main spaces like TCC, the mall, the schools and stuff. I feel like they need to like have more buses running within the hour, because like sometimes like if you miss a bus, like I messed up the whole way to get to school because you missed that one bus. You won't be able to catch your next bus to get to school. Like me, I have to catch 2 buses just to get to school. So it's kind
So
of
it's important for you for your education.
yeah.
Thank you.
Does anybody else have any comments or like likes or dislikes about the buses? What about the schedules, guys? Like the changing so often.
What about Sundays?
Oh, Sundays.
Like it's so hard to get to church. I feel like going to church. It's so hard to get there because of the simple fact is that they run like once an hour, and it's so irritating because you have to be like literally wait and then be like, okay, you gotta march to the bus stop, wait there again, get on your bus. It's so like, and every bus does that.
I
They
know.
stop at like 5 or something. It's like, for what? It's not even dark yet.
They stop so early, and I was trying to stay at church to talk to the Lord, and they just stop it so early. Like, but the Sunday schedules, I really dislike them, but because it's so short, and it's like you can never do nothing on Sunday. So Sunday, I always just like I have to like hitchhike to church, walk to church, because because the buses. I mean, well, really, because I depend on the buses a lot, and when I'm trying to go to church, it's like I can only stay for a little bit because I have to make it back home on time, and I have to take more than one bus, and they stop so early, so it's like, wow, yeah.
It's about to be cold.
No, they have heaters on the bus. They do.
You gotta ask him.
Okay, I'm going to rein this back in.
Oh, sorry.
I'm
That's
going to pick on a couple of people whose voice I have not heard. Okay. I think that they ran off. Okay. Ashley. Ashley, I haven't heard from you. Okay, you raised your hand as you take public transportation. I think you shared what route numbers. Can you share what route numbers you use? Please.
The 2 and the 57.
2 and the 57 mostly. Okay. How old are you?
15.
15. What are your reasons for riding the bus actually? What do you use the bus for? This is about you. That's why I picked on you. So I need to hear what you got to say.
To go to my friend's house or go to the mall.
Okay. Do you catch a school bus to school or do you catch a city bus?
I catch both sometimes.
Both? Okay. So you do have a school bus that comes to your house, but sometimes you ever catch a city bus? Okay. Okay, let me see who else I haven't heard from. Monet. I'm asking you the same questions.
Hey, the pizza's here.
Okay. Okay. So Monet, what bus routes do you use?
The 57 and the 30, sometimes and the 2 and the 52. And yeah, those are
Tell us why you use the bus, Monet.
because sometimes I don't have no way to get to where I keep it going. And I take the bus to school and stuff like that.
How helpful is the bus, Monet?
It's really helpful because if it wasn't for the buses, I wouldn't be going to school. It's like, how would I get there? And stuff like that.
You have to walk.
Okay. How often do you use the bus? Like once a week, twice a week?
I use the bus every day because that's how I get to school.
Oh, okay. Devontae, I'm going to ask you the same questions. How old are you? Okay. What's the next question? Do you use public transportation? What routes do you use? Almost all of them. What do you use the buses for? Okay. And if it wasn't for the buses, how would you get to school?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Another question. Does everybody at your school take the bus, or are you the only one? You. Does everybody, like, did people ride the bus with you at your school, or are you the only person that takes the bus?
So everyone that goes to your school catches the city bus to get to school.
But most of them do because his school doesn't have a school bus, and so they have to take the city bus.
So
So
after school, when you guys are all trying to get home, how many buses do you have to wait for to actually be able to fit on?
I have a comment on that. Sometimes when I try to get on the 52, they tell me I can't because there's too many people, and I feel really, really sad and embarrassed. So I'm just sitting there like, wow, I can't get on the bus. It's really sad.
I wanted to just take a second to raise up Shay and Tish. Maybe Kate Kell didn't know they're sisters. They're doing a really good job. And I would pick on Jaime and Tariq, my gentlemen on the panel list. I haven't said much. And so before we wrap up, because I want to have some closing remarks, I want to reward you and thank you for your time. I'll give you some pizza while it's hot. And I want to guests with something that they can take back, some information from us. I like to hear you interact. So you know these two students right here in the front who are from Learning Center. Let's pick on them and get some information about bus transportation. Tyree and Jaime, I'm going to ask you to do that.
You can go first.
What are your problems about the bus? You know, do you have any problems or concerns? You know, whoever.
I understand you. I really agree with you because I be like when they be getting in really good conversations with the other people on the bus and they be like turning back like, oh my God, please keep your eyes on the road. And they just, I mean, I like that they interact with the customers on the bus, the passengers on the bus, but I think they should focus on the road because that is a big distraction. I do not want to get hurt in a car accident or anything.
Does anybody have any sorts of like experiences on the bus with upkeeping or anything? Because I know that down at TCC station, at least the buses that go down there, lots of them have like lots of stains and stuff on the grounds, and it's really sticky on some of the seats. I remember I like messed up a pair of jeans on that bus on the 53 going to school.
There's one lady on the bus and she's moving like I wouldn't expect somebody to turn and speak it though. Like, she really stopped. And then the other girl came on the bus, she smelled like fish and something. And I was like,
So you need air fresheners on the bus?
yes, you need air fresheners, windows down, coats and
Hold on, like,
lights on. You should lights on the buses.
Maybe Febreze.
A lot of disinfecting stuff because a lot of people ride the bus and that's a lot of germs and that's a lot of ways you
I
can
got
catch
one.
diseases and stuff.
Has
Maybe we should just have buses for like more homeless people. Maybe we should just, that's what they have in Seattle. They really do like, they have like a block and then there's a bus that goes around the whole block, but it's like more in the region like where all the homeless people are and it's free for them. So they just get on the bus and like they walk it.
So we're talking about Pierce Transit.
Exactly, so we should get some ideas.
We should get the buses with the stretching thing on.
Extended buses, I agree.
So,
Okay.
We have a lot
With
of
the
people.
plastic wrap.
Yeah.
Like on the,
I don't know about all of that. I'm talking about that.
So, everybody, this is the beginning of the conclusion. So, any final comments from anybody on the panel? Anybody?
If you guys could change anything about Pierce Transit buses, what would you change?
What would I change? Probably the bus sizes and the timetables, especially on the weekend, or where everybody's busy on the weekend, like everybody goes to the mall on the weekend, or it's like everybody's at the mall, so like they have to rush up their shopping.
Pass the microphone.
So that's what I would change. Rather than
Something. So is there something that you guys like that they've changed? Something that you guys miss?
nicer bus drivers. Because those bus drivers really mean though.
That's because the people that ride the bus are disrespectful.
exactly.
No, it's not even that. Like, it's just like I'm a very nice person.
If I may, I agree with Casey because sometimes when you guys get on the bus after school, you guys could be a little bit too harsh on the bus. And it's like when we get on the bus, some people get on the bus, it's quiet. Then when you guys get on the bus, it's like kooky and all this and this and that. So it's like if you guys, watch out, it's a privilege to ride the bus. Like I said, so I mean, you can do whatever, all that.
To just give your final thought, whether that's an experience, request, a suggestion, any final words. Some of you had some comments that you didn't fully get out. So I just want you to take a second, and I'm going to go down the line, and I'm going to start over here. You got everything out? Okay.
Buses should be a lot more, like, you know, I'd be cold.
Malik? Okay. Okay. Okay, let's go back here, starting with Ashley. No final words, Monet.
I feel like if people are acting crazy on the bus, they should kick them off because, like, when people act crazy, you don't know what they can do. Like, it'll be grown-ups acting crazy on the bus, and there'll be kids on the bus, and you're just acting crazy and talking to people and stuff, like, in a weird way. And that makes people feel unsafe. Like, I think they should get that.
Thank you. Okay. Okay.